到来了工业园区。这是一个建设现代工业和智慧城市的最佳模式。昨天我也参观了这个地方，并和印度股东一起将我们的不锈钢核心工厂建在这里。同时，我也在认真考虑，今后在这里建设一个电池工厂，以促进印度汽车工业的发展。借此机会，我也会邀请我的中国朋友和在世界各地的合作伙伴来古邦投资兴业。谢谢。
Thank you, sir. We now invite Chairman USISPF, Mr. John Chambers.
It's my honor to be back in a country that I clearly love and in a state that has been the foundation for the future of India. I have been called the biggest optimist on India and the vision of Prime Minister Modi in terms of the future of India and how it's going to be extended to every person in this country. I'd like to share with you why I believe that so strongly and why I tend to constantly recommit to this country and to this state. I've had a rare opportunity to have a front row seat like no one else in watching India emerge. As chairman of the U.S.-India Strategic Partnership Forum, I get to see the views of the Indian CEOs and the U.S. CEOs in terms of their confidence in India and the confidence in the vision and strategy of Prime Minister Modi. It is the strongest during my 40 years of involvement in India right today. I also get to see what is happening when the Prime Minister visits the U.S. and his effect on Democrats and Republicans, on his effect on the administration and the confidence they have in this country and direction. I get to see, because I was the CEO of Cisco for 20 years, how India has grown and emerged, and we made it our second world headquarters and focused on corporate social responsibility and giving back in network academies and the I Create Innovation Lab here in Gujarat. I am a startup VC, but really a mentor of startups around the world, and I get to see every startups in every country as I circle the world, talking to literally hundreds a month. And I see in India a startup economy that is going to lead the world, and I really mean that will rival Silicon Valley. I had the honor also to be the French Tech, High Tech, and Global Ambassador for President Macron, and accompanied him on his visit here to India. I get to see what the European leaders believe in this country and the future of this country in a very unique way. I had seen the movie before because in 1995, I was one of the first high-tech CEOs to bet on China. And with President Jiang Zemin, outlined a vision for manufacturing of high-tech in China and 20 years of a win-win relationship in watching that country grow. That is exactly what I believe is now occurring in India. I wasn't always as optimistic, because when I was here for 20 years, I loved the people, the confidence, the brilliant engineers, but we were missing the leadership, the vision, and the risk-taking to really achieve the goals in India. Often, very good people in government were bureaucratic and not as predictable, and how things have changed. You're now the fastest growing GDP in the world. Your startup engine is on fire. You're the number one player in the world in terms of companies doing M&A in your country. But my real passion is around startups, because that's where half of the 1.2 million jobs per month have to be created throughout India. The startup engine takes a while to go. And I'll remind everyone, using Cisco as an example, When Cisco started, it was 6 years when I took over and we had 400 people. But we then, over the next 10 years, added 45,000. You look at your startup engine here with your incubators and the IITs and at iCreate, and you're seeing a pipeline that is going up by tenfold in 10 years of the opportunities for job creation. And you're seeing that expand across the entire country. You're seeing 100% growth in venture capital investment, of which I'm one of the VCs, one of the very small ones in the group. That was a joke. And you're also seeing 250% growth in venture capital investment in late stages. Your number of unicorns, companies worth $1 billion, have gone from 8 to 18. And when you talk to these young people, and I do with the Young Turks in Delhi, with 5 iCreate companies yesterday, with the incubation centers at the IITs, and you look into their eyes and you see the future of this country. So I want to challenge us all. This is a chance for India and Gujarat to lead in being the example where you have 1 out of 6 people in the entire world for social and economic reform that is so inclusive. And at the heart of that is the startup engine. I want to also challenge each of us today to say, what would we like to be on stage, or what would we like to announce press release-wise 5 years from now about the role that we played in this new India led by an unbelievably great leader in Prime Minister Modi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We now invite Chairman Torrent Group, Mr. Sudhir Mehta, to share his views.
Prime Minister Sri Narendra Bhai Modi, Honorable Heads of the States, Honorable Chief Minister Sri Vijay Bhai Rupani, distinguished guests and delegates. It is indeed my honor and pleasure to be part of the 9th edition of Vibrant Gujarat Global Summit. I have been part of the summit since inception in 2003, when it was first conceptualized by then the Chief Minister of the state and the present Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Bhai Modi. I have seen in growing from simple promotion of investment in the state to a global event focusing not just on showcasing all-round progress of Gujarat, but also as a platform for brainstorming of global socio-economic and environmental issues. This summit has been multi-fold growth. The first edition was attended by 500 delegates, and the 9th edition has approximately more than 30,000 delegates. Over the year, the summit has been instrumental in taking the state ahead to becoming one of the biggest and most preferred investment destination in the country. As a consequence, Gujarat also ranked first in job creation. Gujarat all-round development, which is widely known as the Gujarat model, is being emulated by many other states in the country. This summit can duly take credit for its share in creating the Gujarat model. Honorable Prime Minister has provided all-round visionary leadership to the country in last 4.5 years, be it in economic reform or social reform or environment leadership shown at COP21 in Paris, or emergence of India as a powerful and influential country in the global arena. All these have been game-changing initiative of the government under his visionary leadership. In Gujarat, the Honorable Chief Minister Sri Vijay Bhai Rupani has taken the baton further. The manner in which he is today leading the new Gujarat on all fronts is admirable. It is a matter of pride and good fortune that Torrent Group has its root in this progressive state. Torrent Group has invested more than 30,000 crores in existing investment in Gujarat, spanning across power and pharmaceutical sectors. Today, as a part of Vibrant Gujarat 2019 Summit, we are committing further investment of more than 10,000 crore across renewable energy, power distribution, and gas distribution business in Gujarat. Torrent has greatly benefited from its investment in Gujarat, and drawing from our positive experience, I urge delegates visiting from other countries to seize the opportunity and seriously consider investment in Gujarat. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. We now invite Lord Jonathan Marland, Chairman, Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council.
Prime Minister and Chief Minister, I am so grateful to you for giving me a distraction from Brexit, which has come to dominate our lives in the United Kingdom. So thank you very much. You don't know how much I am grateful for being here. And it is an honour to be involved in a delegation of some 75 people from 15 countries of the Commonwealth at this vibrant Gujarat 9th anniversary. And I congratulate you both on putting trade, enterprise, investment at the forefront of this state's activities, because that is the key to the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth is 53 nations, a third of the world's population, 40% of which are under 30, and where it is 19% more competitive to do business than in any other trading arrangement. And of course, India is at the beating heart of it, and it is incumbent upon India to take the role of leadership for the future because of its incredible importance to the future of the Commonwealth and the size and creativity of this great country. There are 3 points that bind the Commonwealth largely. One is we all speak English. Secondly, we have a similar rule of law. And thirdly, of course, there are Indians in all 53 countries. Of course, there are other things, there's education, health, and the wonderful game of cricket. And if that isn't good enough, we can go on and on forever of the reasons why we share this subliminal affection for each other in these 53 countries. And I'm delighted that Gujarat are taking a lead with our Commonwealth organization in helping us to adopt Commonwealth First for India. That is helping 100 Indian SMEs to export to this huge global market. And with that kind of leadership, and with you, First Minister, and you, Prime Minister Modi, I feel the Commonwealth has a strong and vibrant future like Gujarat.
Thank you, sir. We now invite Chairman Adani Group, Mr. Gautam Adani, for his address.
Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, dignitaries on the dais, captains of the industries, and my dear friends. It is an honor to be speaking at the 9th Vibrant Gujarat Global Summit. I say with great pride that I have been present at every one of the summits and am proud that Gujarat my home state, has inspired the growth narrative for New India. Honorable Prime Minister, while we all know you are the architect who conceptualized the Vibrant Gujarat Summit, nobody could have imagined how distant corner of the country would reflect on your dream and trigger a movement that would transform India's industrial landscape. This unique investor model has been a key trigger that has spurred national growth, resulting in investment of several lakhs crores across our country. Vibrant Gujarat was the first indication of your tremendous foresight. This summit had all your defining stamps: towering vision, unprecedented scale, strict governance, and flawless executions. Honorable Prime Minister, you have fundamentally restored confidence across the world that India will be the key engine for global economic growth. Your ability to stabilize the economic fundamentals with a low inflation rates, strict management of fiscal deficits, introduction of the larger tax reforms since independence, establishing the bankruptcy code, and strong relationship with key nations across the world has cemented India's place as one of the best nations to invest in. You have also proven that managing growth and managing the biggest challenge mankind faces, climate change, need not be a diverging goals. The 2018 United Nations Champion of Earth Award you received recently is a fitting recognition of your success in not just pioneering the ambitious global solar alliance, but more importantly, putting India firmly on the track towards becoming the second largest renewable power nation in the world by 2020. The statistics say it all. Since the 2017 Vibrant Gujarat, India, under your watch, has yet again made an unprecedented 53-point jump in the ease of doing business index. India, under your watch, has become the largest beneficiary of FDI across Asia. India, under your watch, has become the world's fastest growing economy. And India, under your watch, will become one of the world's top 5 economies in 2019. Honorable Prime Minister, while your capability to drive economic reforms is unmatched, what even more uniquely defines is your ability to drive social reform agenda. The scale and speed of your social reforms is without precedence in a modern history. The Jan Dhan Yojana that has already allowed 350 million of our fellow citizens to establish a bank account is the largest financial inclusion program in the history of mankind. The Deen Dayal Gram Jyoti Yojana that has allowed electrification of our nation's 598,000 villages has been called one of the greatest achievements in the history of energy by the International Energy Agency. The Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana that has reached a staggering 90% of our nation's population in just 4 years and replaced polluting fuels with LPG is the world's largest poverty alleviation program. The Ayushman Bharat Yojana that will provide healthcare facility and insurance to over 100 million families is the biggest government-sponsored healthcare scheme in the world. Every one of this program bestows the much-needed dignity to our fellow Indians. Every one of this program reduces the several levels of inequality that confronts us. Every one of these programs gives a chance to all fellow Indians. Honorable Prime Minister, you have fundamentally reshaped India. Never anywhere in recent history has such a massive segment of population been given the opportunity for upliftment in such a short period. You have truly shown that Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas means. Honorable Chief Minister, the increase in global confidence in Gujarat is a result of your continued focus on the investor-friendly business environment. Our investment in Gujarat in the past 5 years exceed rupees 50,000 crores, and we are further accelerating our investments. Over the next 5 years, our investment will include the world's largest solar hybrid park in Kutch. The anticipated investment in this park is rupees 30,000 crores. We also plan to establish a 1 gigawatt data center park in Mundra, a 1 million tons of copper smelting and refining project, a cement and clinker manufacturing unit in Lakpat, an integrated lithium battery manufacturing complex, and expand our photovoltaic manufacturing capabilities. Overall, we anticipate a total rupees 55,000 crores of investment in all these projects. This will lead to the creation of over 50,000 new direct and indirect jobs in the state of Gujarat. Honorable Chief Minister, on behalf of the Adani Group, thank you for your support. You have our commitment that we will continue to serve the people of Gujarat and India in line with our core philosophy of growth with goodness. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. We now invite Mr. David Farr, Chairman, Emerson Electrics.
Thank you. I would like to thank the Chief Minister Rupandi and the state government of Gujarat for inviting me and my company Emerson to once again join this great day of discussions. It's an honor and a privilege to be here today. And I join others in welcoming Prime Minister Modi, whose attendance here today shows the importance of Gujarat to the global competitive India economy. Emerson is a global technology, engineering, manufacturing company. Our products and services are helping to create a wide cross-section of India's economy. Energy, chemical, refining, power, food and beverage, across many industries across India today. We've been operating in India since the early 1980s. Today we have a total of 50 facilities, sales offices, service centers, 11 manufacturing facilities, and 5 engineering centers. And we employ nearly 7,000 people here in India, a lot of engineering for our global environment. India is an important market for Emerson. Today, it's our 7th largest market in sales and continues to be a very important market for us for strategic investments. We've invested over $1 billion in manufacturing sites, service centers, and we're involved right now in a new service center, operation engineering center, worth about $200 million in Chakan in the Pune region. We invest in India because we believe in the future of this country for innovation, for growth, exporting products and services. We are encouraged by the progress being made by the national government, by the state governments for support of economic development and making it easier for businesses like Emerson to do business here. Emerson has established a regional Indian supply structure, and today we manufacture nearly 70% of the products we sell in India right here in India. Our short-term strategy is to drive that to over 80%, and our vision is to get there in the next couple years. We're using these facilities for Southeast Asia, for India, Middle East, and Africa. We truly want to design in India, innovate in India, and make in India, sell in India, and export out of India. This remains a very strategic investment location for Emerson in the world we serve. It's also important to understand that technology and automation are creating a tremendous change. This means opportunities, also means challenges for the business community and the governments. Emerson's working with our Indian customers and the governments and around the world to make this digital transformation happen smoothly. It's going to change global competitiveness. It's going to change safer environments. It's going to be more sustainable, and it's going to impact all of our lives. And if we don't make this transformation, we will not succeed. More and more jobs in the manufacturing and energy industries are requiring an increasing technical knowledge and training. A recent study here in India said that 40% of the jobs in India will be impacted over the next 5 years, and will take reskilling, retraining. This is a huge challenge and one that we all must take on. I hear the same issue around the world, and we must continue to train and invest in our people and technology. The Digital India and Skill India national initiatives are seeking to address these issues. They are critical to fund and to maintain if we want to succeed here. I commend the government and the Prime Minister Modi for recognizing the impact of the digital transformation on the world of business and the changes needed both in the business world and the government world, and we appreciate their support. Emerson is proud to be part of this exciting chapter in India's history and the economic development, and we look forward to collaborating with the business world and the government to make it better and stronger. I want to thank you for inviting me today, and thank you for listening. And I also want to thank all of the 7,000 employees that work for Emerson here in India. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We now invite CEO Suzuki Motors, Mr. Toshihiro Suzuki, to express his views.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I would like to express my hearty congratulations for the successful launch of the 9th Vibrant Gujarat Summit, blessed by Prime Minister, His Excellency, Mr. Narendra Modi. Automobile industry is now entering a phase of great changes. Above all, we fully recognize the challenge to reduce CO2 to prevent global warming. We are tackling this issue from various angles. As one of the solutions for CO2 reduction, we decided to introduce EVs in India in 2020. We are road testing 50 EVs in India to develop such product that is convenient and really delightful for Indian customers. In order to reduce CO2 further, it's crucial to fully utilize existing technologies in addition to EVs. In the Indian context, we firmly believe that hybrid and CNG vehicles are the most effective solution with fastest results. Especially, it should be pointed out that hybrid technologies are evolving at a rapid pace. Suzuki will introduce cutting-edge hybrid vehicles aggressively with technical support from Toyota Motor Corporation. Ladies and gentlemen, Suzuki is making investment in Gujarat on a continuous basis. The first vehicle assembly plant of Suzuki Motor Gujarat was inaugurated in September 2017. The second plant will start shortly. We plan to commission the third assembly plant in 2020. After 3 plants in operations, annual production capacity of Suzuki Motor Gujarat will be enhanced up to 750,000 units. Also, it's my pleasure to share with you that engine and transmission plant is starting production shortly, which enables us to bear fruit of integrated vehicle manufacturing in Gujarat. Gujarat is becoming more and more important as a production site for Suzuki Group. Manufacturing plant of automobile lithium-ion battery is under construction in Harsanpur. In addition to lithium-ion battery, we will localize other components required for vehicle electrification. Since the technologies for hybrid and EVs have similarity, we will first localize components of hybrid vehicle and followed by EV. In this approach, we will realize real make in India in the field of vehicle electrification as well, which surely helps the further expansion of Indian automobile industries. Together with an enabling policy support from the government of India, we can jointly think how to scale up our investment and depth of localization. I would like to end my speech by making a promise. We will continue to introduce cutting-edge technology in India, along with Make in India concept, and contribute to sustainable mobility solution for the society. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now invite Chairman BASF, Dr. Martin Brodeur Muller.
Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Modi, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Rupani, dignitaries on the dais, esteemed invitees of the vibrant Gujarat Summit 2019. At the outset, I would like to applaud Shri Modi on his flagship initiative, Make in India. But what is even more admirable is his vision for an environmental conscious growth, which is evident in India's commitment to the Paris Agreement. Owing to the Paris Agreement, by 2030, India plans to reduce its carbon emissions intensity expressed in reducing the emission per unit of GDP by 33 to 35% from what it was in 2005, and the aim to produce 40% of the total electricity from sources other than fossil fuels. Keeping these challenging environmental goals, India is also exploring the ambitious goal of being a $1 trillion manufacturing economy by 2025. To achieve this, the chemical industry will also in future be a key enabler and catalyst. Driven by the growth in the end industries, the demand for chemicals is growing rapidly in India and in Gujarat particularly. While the upstream refining and basic petrochemicals industry has grown rapidly in the last decade, and the downstream specialty chemicals industry also continues to deliver robust growth, petrochemical intermediates are proving to be a vital missing link for sustainable growth of the Indian chemical industry, with trade statistics showing an import dependency of close to 50%. With the growth in the end-user industries, this important dependency will become even more acute. We therefore believe it is imperative that India needs sound manufacturing infrastructure for petrochemical intermediates. With our experience of more than 153 years globally and 125 years in India, and with our technology and innovation power, BASF, as the largest chemical company in the world, is well positioned to support both these goals, Make in India and India's commitment to the Paris Agreement. One key focus of our BASF corporate strategy is the ambition to be a thought leader and action leader in sustainability. Consequently, we want to increase the relevance of sustainability in our business decisions and show how we add value to society along the value chain. Therefore, we aim to grow CO2 neutral until 2030. This, however, requires totally new approaches, advanced technology, and the use of renewable energy. With this background, BASF would like to further strengthen our commitment to India alongside with our partner Adani Group by establishing an acrylic acid value chain in India, which will be powered 100% by renewable energy. This project will be based in Mundra, Gujarat, with an investment of around 2 billion euros and an employment potential of about 2,000 people, subject to the receipt of necessary approvals and the outcome of the feasibility study. The scope of the project under evaluation includes the development, construction and operation of a petrochemical complex with production plants serving mainly the construction, automotive and coating industries. We have a very good experience of manufacturing in Gujarat. We have signed a similar MOU at Vibrant Gujarat in 2013, and within a record time in October 2014, we have inaugurated our multi-business site in Dahej in the presence of the then Chief Minister of Gujarat, Madam Anandibel Patel. Ladies and gentlemen, for this first of its kind petrochemical project based on 100% renewable energy to become reality, I appeal to the Honorable Chief Minister Sri Rupani for support from the Gujarat government. And I'm confident that this project will emerge to be a very important lighthouse project of the chemical industry in the world. And it's going to happen not anywhere in the world, but in Gujarat. BASF, Adani and Gujarat will show with this project what the chemical industry of tomorrow is about. All the best and make in Gujarat. And thank you very much for making us part of Vibrant Gujarat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We now invite Chairman Reliance Industries, Mr. Mukesh Ambani, to share his views.
Most respected Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, Honorable Chief Minister Shri Vijay Rupani ji, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to each one of you. I am privileged to have participated, like Gautam Bhai, in all the 9 Vibrant Gujarat Summits so far. And since the first one, it is very satisfying now that every other Indian state has since followed Gujarat's transformative template. The credit for this pioneering initiative and its subsequent replication must go to only one leader. He is the proud son of Gujarat. He is the visionary leader of India, and he is Shri Narendra Modi, our beloved Prime Minister, under whose leadership India is the fastest growing economy in the world. Friends, Gujarat is Reliance's Janma Bhumi as well as its Karma Bhumi. Gujarat has always been and will always remain our first choice. At Reliance, our motto is India first, and within India, Gujarat first. We have so far invested nearly 3 lakh crores in the state of Gujarat and created and catalyzed over 1 million livelihood opportunities in Gujarat. In comparison to the past decades, Reliance will double this investment and employment numbers over the next 10 years. Reliance's new business model will move away from concentrated investments in a few locations to much larger investments in a distributed manner all across Gujarat. As a proud Gujarati myself, I wish to tell my 6 crore fellow Gujaratis that your dream is my dream. Can we together make Gujarat the most prosperous place in the world? Yes, we can, and yes, we will. And how can we do this? By energizing the power of Gujaratis' globally acclaimed enterprise and entrepreneurship, by empowering and creating an enabling ecosystem that will make our Gujarati youth to be the best in the world, and by harnessing the revolutionary power of emerging digital technologies of the 4th Industrial Revolution. Gujarat will thus act as a model, not just for India, but for the entire world, as again my friend John Chambers said. Friends, let me now talk about Reliance's 5 initiatives that align with Gujarat's future developmental model. Each of these initiatives will contribute significantly to our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's inspiring vision of ease of living for every citizen. First, Jio is committed to create a fully digital Gujarat and make Gujarat the best digitally connected state in India. Today, Gujarat is the showcase for Jio's 4G wireless broadband network. This network already connects the entire state to the global information highway. This means connecting every home and office, every school and college, every hospital and doctor, every mandi and market. And Jio's network is fully 5G ready, which means Gujarat will continue to remain on the forefront of digital connectivity for years to come. And on the back of this world-class and most affordable digital connectivity, we can make our beloved Gujarat the #1 in nurturing startups in financial technology, agriculture technology, health technology, and other critical areas that enhance the well-being of every citizen. #1 in promoting new and renewable energy, new materials, and new mobility that create sustainable development. And also #1 in building smart villages. Yes, not only smart cities, but also digitally empowered smart villages. This will mean a truly participative society where the power is in the hands of every individual, every family, every community, and every business. Our second mega mission for India, which we will first roll out in Gujarat, is Jio and Reliance Retail will launch a unique new commerce platform to empower and enrich our 12 lakh small retailers and shopkeepers in Gujarat, which are part of over 3 crore community in India. Third, today our scientists and engineers have created highly promising innovations in our new oil-to-chemical strategy at Reliance's Jamnagar refinery, which is the largest in the world. As the world moves towards electrical vehicles, Reliance will use hydrocarbons less for fuel and more for producing high-value new materials with a wide range of uses in society. Our oil-to-chemical strategy will greatly boost the value of Indian exports and also create new employment opportunity. Fourth, Pandit Deen Dayal University, or PDPU, here in Gujarat has today over 5,000 students. In a short time, PDPU has emerged to be amongst the top universities in Gujarat. The Reliance Foundation has committed an investment of rupees 150 crores to make PDPU even stronger and an institution of international repute. Fifth, I am happy to mention that the Reliance Foundation, which is present in all districts of Gujarat and thousands of villages in other states in India, has demonstrated how India can move away from rural distress to rural progress. By combining the power of digital technology, Reliance Foundation will increase these success stories many more times in the coming decade. Respected Prime Minister, the entire world has come to recognize you as a man of action. I therefore conclude with a suggestion for your kind consideration. We have all gathered here in this magnificent Mahatma Mandir. I pay homage to Mahatma Gandhi, the father of our nation, in the year of his 150th birth anniversary. Gandhiji led India's movement against political colonization. Today, we have to collectively launch a new movement against data colonization. In this new world, data is the new oil, and data is the new wealth. India's data must be controlled and owned by Indian people and not by corporates, especially global corporations. For India to succeed in this data-driven revolution, we will have to migrate the control and ownership of Indian data back to India. In other words, Indian wealth back to every Indian. Honorable Prime Minister, I am sure you will make this one of the principal goals of your Digital India mission. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now invite President, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, Mr. Jin Likun, for his address.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Thank you, the Chief Minister Vijay Rupani. What a pleasure and honor to be back in India and join you vibrant Gujarat 2019. It's just 6 months after we had the astounding success of India's hosting of the 3rd annual meeting in Mumbai. 2 days ago, January the 16th, AIIB celebrated its 3rd anniversary. 3 years into operation, our bank and your bank, because India is the #2 shareholder of this institution. Your bank has much to recommend it. A new type multilateral development bank with a distinct 21st century feature is emerging in Asia, with its powerful development impact about to extend beyond Asia to the rest of the world. The bank, with its core values of being lean, clean, and green, is broadly recognized. From 57 founding members, India being one of them, we have grown to be a bank of 93 members, and it's still growing. January the 16th, on our 3rd birthday, the United Nations published the resolution granting AIIB observer status at the General Assembly. In this regard, India can claim its share of credit unquestionably. India is a key partner of AIIB as #2 shareholder, next only to China, based on GDP, and #1 borrower. About $2 billion has already been committed to infrastructure projects over the last 3 years. The rural roads financed by the bank in Gujarat, in Andhra Pradesh, and in Madhya Pradesh will cut distance between the rural people
and the market, thus improving the livelihood of the rural people, and especially financially empower women and help them take their destiny in their own hands. We are also providing financing to many other sectors in this country. The metro in Bangladesh, Bangalore and Mumbai will improve the mobility of urban people. And the other projects, such as clean water, reliable electricity, and a better sanitation to rural community will all make a difference in the economic and social development of this country. We are mobilizing private capital, both indigenous and external, to promote your country's growth through investment in infrastructure and other productive sectors. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is a gracious and staunch supporter of this bank. His personal friendship with the Chinese leader, President Xi, has fostered the two countries' friendship, which is clearly manifested in this bank. India has been playing an important role in our bank. India's directors in succession on the board gave us guidance. The Indian professionals are working very hard for this bank, and the Vice President, Chief Investment Officer, Dr. DJ Pandian, my close partner, will move on to his second term with my recommendation and the appointment by the board. India benefits and contributes to our bank, to your bank. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We now invite leaders from our partner countries to give their special address. We invite Honorable State Minister of Economy, Trade and Industry, Japan, Mr. Toshihiro Suzuki.
His Excellency Prime Minister Mr. Modi, His Excellency Chief Minister of Gujarat Mr. Rupani, ladies and gentlemen, namaskar. Vibrant Gujarat 2019年において、日本政府を代表してスピーチの期待を得たことを光栄に存じます。私は日本国経済産業副大臣の磯崎義彦です。約130名の日本のビジネスミッションとともにこの式典に参加をし、インド及びグジャラート州に対する世界の熱気に強い感銘を受けております。しかし、日本もそういった熱気では負けるものではありません。何より日本は直接投資において世界最大の対日投資国であります。特にグジャラート州は日本の ODA を活用したインフラ整備やジェトロによる企業誘致など通じ、自動車、二輪分野を中心に日本企業の投資が急速に伸びております。日本は現状に満足することなく、対員投資の拡大に向け、投資環境の整備にさらに取り組んでまいります。そのため、工場設立等にかかる先進的な行政手続きの整備を支援をし、インドの Ease to Doing Business に貢献してまいります。また、製造現場の人材育成を行うべく、グジャラート州の2校を含む8校が開校した日本式ものづくり学校のさらなる開校にも取り組んでまいります。今後も日本は活発な投資を行い、その高い技術力や品質を通じて、インドのメイクインインディアやスキルインディアに大きく貢献していくことを
確信をしております。日印関係の強化は、日本からの投資の促進にとどまりません。これからご紹介する新たな取り組みによって、さらに力強さを増していきます。まず、第三国における日印ビジネス協力です。昨年の日印首脳会談で、アジア・アフリカ地域における日印ビジネス協力プラットフォームの設立に向けた議論が、両首脳から歓迎をされました。アフリカ等で日印が協力してビジネスに取り組むことは、第三国を含めたウィン・ウィン・ウィンを実現をし、インドからの輸出拡大にもつながります。今後、日印の企業間の交流を一層推進すべく、マッチングイベントの開催などを行う継続的なプラットフォームを創設してまいります。次に、デジタル分野での協力です。日本とインドはソフト、ハードの強みをお互いに補完する関係にあります。昨年、両首脳間で日印デジタルパートナーシップに合意しました。日印スタートアップハブを通じた交流促進、インド高度人材の日本での活躍機会の提供、人工知能に関する共同研究などを推進してまいります。最後に、日本とインドは特別戦略的グローバルパートナーと認め合い、二国間でさらには国際的課題に協力する関係です。この強い信頼関係のもと、日印の政府と産業界が協力をし、両国間の経済関係が一層発展していくことを記念をしております。Thank you so much. ありがとうございました。
Thank you, sir. We now invite Honorable Secretary of State to the Minister of Industry, Investment, Trade and Digital Economy, Morocco, Ms. Rakia Ederham.